Good afternoon, guys. Hope you've had a wonderful day. Thanks again for taking your time out to watch this video. It's very much appreciated, So in today's video, I'm basically going to be speaking about why I think you should be a livestock farmer. Why I think you should start farming. Why the time is now to start livestock farming in Africa, or in Ghana to be precise, because that's where I am at the minute. I'm Ghanaian, I live in Ghana. So why I think it's very important to start livestock farming in Ghana. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think you should start livestock farming. Number 1 is livestock farming in Ghana. It's like a gold mine, that's been undermined. So basically the opportunity is there, but it's not been taken. It hasn't been taken advantage of yet. Because I'll give you an example. 80% of the sheep and the goats and the cattle that are consumed in Ghana, 80 to 85% of them are imported. If you're in Accra or you're in Kumasi, most of the goats and the sheep and the cattle are imported from the north or through Burkina Faso, through Mali. There's a few farmers in Ghana, but their supply doesn't meet the demand. So 80 to 85% of them are imported, especially when it comes to the festive periods, especially Salah and Eid. So imagine you as a farmer and you're able to produce, let's say, 100 animals for slaughter during Eid, and you're selling each of them maybe 2,500, let's say 2,000, and that's what, 200,000. Get me? That's 200,000 cedis in a year, and that's with sheep. So imagine if you're selling them for 4,000. That's 400,000 cedis a year, depending on the breed of the sheep that you have. So imagine if you're producing 100 sheep for slaughter a year during the Eid festivals, and you're selling each of them at 4,000, 3,000, or even 2,000 cedis per animal. That's 200 or 300 or 400,000 cedis a year just from the Eid festivals. And trust me, if you have 100 sheep or 100 goats or 100 cattle available for sale during Eid, they will sell. That's me talking from experience and from what I've seen. So that's one. If you've got 50 or 100 goats, let's say 100 goats to sell during Christmas, they will sell. So obviously throughout the year you're gonna have people buying some for breeding. You're gonna have some people buying some for parties, for weddings, for christenings, but you need to have a main market, the main target that you look forward to. Like poultry farmers sell chickens throughout the year, but the main target is Christmas and Easter. So as a sheep or a goat or a cattle breeder or farmer, yes, you're gonna be selling some every now and then, but you need to have a main market. Especially cattle and sheep, your main market or your main target needs to be that you need to have certain amount of animals ready during Salah, during Eid, so that that you got this amount of animals ready, whether you're doing fattening, whether you're breeding them, for sale, whatever you're doing, make sure you have a certain amount of animals, a good amount, looking healthy, because that's when the price goes up. During Salah is when the price of sheep and cattle goes up, just like during Christmas the price for chicken and goats goes up. So that's one of the reasons why I think you should get into it, because the supply does not meet the demand. Not even 30% of the demand is met. So if you want to start, you're planning to start, get the right team around you, do your research, get the right information, get the right vet, get the right management, contact farmers that knows what they're doing, and learn from experience, learn from their mistakes. That's why we're here. That's why guys like us are on YouTube, to make sure that you guys don't repeat the same mistakes that we did. Because when I was starting, if there was someone on YouTube basically going through step-by-step breakdown of the process, the mistakes and the lessons learned, I will not have made some of the mistakes that I've done. You know, so make sure that you watch the videos and you take certain things from them so that you don't repeat the mistakes that we've done, so that you can be a step ahead, so that you can motivate other people and you don't get the losses. Trust me, you will lose animals. That happens if you're a farmer, but you're not going to lose as much animals as we did. You're not going to make them mistakes if you practice properly and you learn from what we're teaching. So that's the reason why I think you should do it. Be a farmer, don't wait, get the right team around you, get the right vet, get your feed and all the other stuff before you bring your animals. And also get your animals from the right source and the right breeder, not from the market, like I always preach. Second reason why I think you should start your livestock farming now, or your livestock business now, is when you're starting your farm, you know, you are bringing jobs, you're creating employment for a lot of people. You're going to change a lot of lives, especially if you're planning on doing it large scale, because you're going to employ people, you're going to feed them, you're going to pay them on a monthly basis, which they can then take their kids to school, they can look after their family, you know, they can also impact other people. So by you just starting a farm or you starting your business, you think you're doing it just for you, but you're helping the community around you. You know, you are empowering them, you're training them, you know, you're helping them. Because obviously you're going to train them to make sure that they're up to date with everything, you know, that their knowledge is on top, so that they can look after your animals for you properly. So the second reason is by you employing them, you're changing the community. You might take someone from the community that haven't got a job and you're paying them on a monthly basis, and that person can then take his kids to school. That person can then take his wife or his mother or his father to the hospital and pay for the medicines. But maybe if you never started your farm, that person might not be able to get a job, you know, or get the money to look after their family. So that's reason number 2 why I think you should start your livestock farming now, and why I think you should be a livestock farmer. Reason number 3 why I think you should be a livestock farmer, or if you're planning to start a farm, you should start it now, is the impact that you can make in the region or in the livestock section, especially in Ghana. When it comes to livestock farming in Ghana, when it comes to goats and maybe cattle is further advanced, but when it comes to goats and sheep, we are nowhere. You know, we're just playing around. We don't take it serious, because right now there's opportunity to improve the breeds. If you're doing goats, people are importing. My good friend Wisdom at Wakelink. If you need your Boer goats, your Kalahari goats, make sure you contact Wakelink Homestead. You know, he's bringing in the top quality genetics from South Africa. They bring them in, cross them with the local breeds, which then increases the size of the local breed, so that when you're selling them, you're adding value. You can get a little bit more than just selling a West African dwarf. You know, same with our West African Jalonka sheep that we're doing. I'm bringing in some Balami, some Sudanese fat tail sheep to increase the size of our local ones. So when I'm selling them, I'm not selling them for 300 or 400 or 500 cedis. I'm selling them 900,000 cedis plus, you know. And when you sell them too, that gives a fellow farmer a chance to start breeding those kind of animals. Yeah, so by me bringing in or crossing the Sudanese and the Balami with our local breed, increasing the size, increasing the market value, you know, and increasing the quality of the breed in general, in about 5 or 10 years time, maybe 10 farmers might have their breed that are started, or their animals that are started to breed, and then they will keep carrying it on and they will keep improving it. So you basically improving the livestock in a region, or the livestock in a district in general. Because if I cross the Sudanese with a Balami and someone comes and buy a ram, and then they used to go across their local breeds, and then someone else to go buy the females, and then they'll go, but do you get what I'm saying? So you just carrying on by improving the size, instead of us just breeding the same little ones with not much value over and over and over again, like we have been doing in the past, you know. So that's another benefit to the local community you know, you're empowering them. You're putting a little bit more funds in their pocket. You putting money in your pocket, but you putting money in their pocket too. You might not see it, but in 10 years time, you might be like, rah, this is what you started 10 years ago, and look at how far it's got you, or look at how far it's got the community, you know. Or someone might take it on and just escalate on a different level. And again, it helps our livestock community. So that's some of the reasons why I think you should start your livestock farmer. There's plenty of reasons, you know, there's loads of them, but I just chose to speak on just these three. Why I think if you want to start a livestock farm now, you should start it now. Gather your team, get the right team, get the right feed, get the right vet, get the right location, get the right structures, get the right feed, get the right animals from the right breeders, so that you can get it right in future. So thanks again for watching this video. Hope you've had a wonderful day. Hope it's been beneficial. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. According to YouTube, only 30% of my viewers are subscribers. So there's 70%. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thanks again for watching this video. Hope you have a wonderful and a blessed day.